Hello and welcome. You're watching a lesson from the Federal Proposal Writing course. This course is built as a structured learning system where each lesson builds on the previous one. If you're watching this lesson on its own, you may find it helpful to follow the full sequence to get the most value. Let's begin. Let's focus on today's topic, the reason past performance doesn't save weak proposals. This is especially confusing for experienced organizations. Teams assume that strong past performance should compensate for other weaknesses, yet proposals still lose. To understand this, we first need to look at how teams usually think about past performance. Past performance feels like proof. It shows experience, capability, and familiarity with similar work. That experience often feels like a safety net. So why does this assumption fail? Past performance feels like insurance because it's tangible and documented. It reduces perceived risk and feels objective. Because of this, teams often overestimate how much influence it has. But evaluation doesn't work that way. Past performance is evaluated within defined boundaries. It is usually scored as a separate section, with limited ability to influence other areas of the proposal. And this leads to a common misconception. Strengths don't automatically transfer across sections. A strong past performance score doesn't raise weak technical or management scores. Confidence based on experience can mask gaps in the current response. Now let's look at why this matters. When experienced teams lose, rejection feels especially unjustified. They know they can do the work. Without understanding how past performance fits into evaluation, frustration grows and lessons aren't learned. And this brings us to an important boundary. This isn't something that can be fixed by adding more examples or writing better narratives. The issue isn't credibility. It's evaluative logic. Understanding that logic requires a system-level view. So where does that leave us? Past performance supports a proposal, but it doesn't substitute for strength elsewhere. Understanding how past performance fits into the larger evaluation system is part of a structured learning system on federal proposal writing. You can continue at digitallearningworld.gumroad.com. I'm glad you were here, and I look forward to continuing in the next lesson.